after a big moment where, like, you feel like the Republicans, would have a lot to say about what's happening to Trump, a lot of them went really oddly quiet, right? Except for the ones that are oddly loud all of a sudden, like Steve Doocy, father of Peter Doofus, and compatriot to Brian Kilmeade. Here's how you know shit is hit the fan at Fox News and things are not going well. She's wearing a dress that goes past her knees. Normally, the big joke about Fox and Friends is that the two dudes sit on either side. The woman sits in the middle and the camera's in the middle and she's always in a short skirt. And it's this really kind of like anybody who even comes across the show is literally like, what is this pervy bullshit? There's always a thing of flowers, like it's some Austin Powers sketch. Like, is that a tulip or am I seeing tulips? Like that kind of bullshit. Always, right? And meanwhile, Brian Kilmeade wants you to know that big tech is awful, but he's enjoying his new, brand new, hot off the presses iPad with the smart keyboard associated with it. Schmancy. But this is DOJ late night filing reveals new details at mar-a-lago raid. Now, this is a short one. This is just them getting the info. We'll see how much they can like hold back and not say what they feel like saying. I'm curious. Hey, Hal, did you just keep the stream going? Yes, I did. I just rolled it straight into another one. I just went back to my opening screen, changed the title. Did the title change for everybody? I have to see if it reloads. If you reload your page, did it change the title? It should. I'm going to reload this page and see if it did it. It should. I think you can update it. Maybe it stays updated. Yep. Okay. So, same kind of thing. Oh, okay, awesome. It did update. Good. That's it. Let's see. Think of this as like another version of the morning show. We're watching Fox and Friends together. I'm having soup, tea, burgoo.
This news is new overnight. The Justice Department says
News is always new overnight.
Not need a special master to review documents seized during the raid of Mar-a-Lago. That's big of them.
Right, we can handle it. We don't need anyone else.
That's not the problem.
In a new filing, the agency accuses former...
Yeah, it's not his shit, dummy. They aren't his documents. They belong to the American people. But this isn't a... Think of it as a work-for-hire job, stupid.
President Trump's team of concealing documents.
Mark Meredith is live at the White House. And Mark, this is the...
Why is it the fucking White House? We know the secret documents at the White House are fucking secure. The fuck you doing at the White House? Go to Mar-a-Lago, dum-dum. Or at least go stand in front of the Department of Justice.
best explanation from the government so far of why they went in, and then they sent out that picture where all the secret stuff's on the floor.
All the secret stuff's on the floor. Redacted, but...
Steve Ansley and Brian, you're right. This is a really detailed document. When we got to look at this just a few hours ago, it really explains what led up to the search at former President Trump's home earlier this month, but also...
Not a home, it's a country club. He rents it out. He wasn't even there. He hasn't been there for 3 months.
What was kind of going on behind the scenes. And you may be asking, well, why now? Why are we getting this now? That's because there's going to be a court hearing in Florida.
Because he asked for it, dummy.
Florida tomorrow. You mentioned the photo.
Thanks,
That's
Kimchi.
what was buried inside this document. You can see what was recovered there with these government folders marked with either
this photo buried inside of it. Yeah, it's so buried that it's all over fucking Twitter. Buried. You want to talk about buried? Ivanka was cremated. What the? All right.
Top secret or secret, easy for these agents likely to spot and recover. The Justice Department's also urging a judge to reject Trump's request to appoint a special master or a third party to review all this material.
It's too late.
The government writing that the plaintiff's motion to appoint a special master enjoin further review of seized materials fails for multiple independent reasons. The government also developed evidence that government records were likely concealed and removed to obstruct the investigation. Now, of course, former President Trump's team has claimed that they want to see somebody else review this because they don't believe what's happening is fair. And we also are hearing from...
Not fair. I'm sorry, my spoon is loud. I apologize. I'm almost done.
Some Trump supporters who this morning are say they're less than convinced about the government's arguments.
Now, they have blocked a third-party individual from being there with them to go through documents and make sure that they have only what they are supposed to have.
Hey, asshole, we're more concerned about strangers having classified information. Having yet another person look at classified documents is not helpful. Oh, increase the clip audio? Yes, hold on. I will. Sorry. Let me bring it up here.
So unfortunately, this is probably just going to add fuel to the fire for so many people who believe this was conducted improperly.
But
Again, the big defense with Republicans keeps being that, you know, a lot of people think this election was stolen. A lot of people think that this was unfair. A lot of people, I don't give a fuck what they think. If they keep hearing the details and they keep hearing contradictory information that tells them that it wasn't, that they're not, that this is fine, this is properly done, and they still believe it, there's no reaching them. So why the fuck are we concerned about convincing people who are actively trying not to be convinced?
Government argues officials went to great lengths to recover these materials before the search and that attorneys for the former president had sworn to them that classified documents were no longer being kept at Mar-a-Lago. Meantime, as the Attorney General defends the FBI's work, he's also issuing memos banning political appointees
And there were.
from partisan events and warning personnel not to communicate with Congress directly. In these memos, he writes, "We must do all we can to maintain public trust and ensure that politics, both in fact and in appearance, does not compromise the integrity of our work." But we are hearing from the lawyers for one retired FBI agent, Timothy Thibault. They're defending their client's work after reports surfaced Thibault worked to discredit unflattering stories regarding President Biden's son, Hunter Biden. Thibault's lawyers call the allegations false. They write he will firmly believe that any investigation will conclude that his supervision, leadership, and decision-making were not impacted by political bias or partisanship of any kind. You know, one person who's been speaking out about this is Iowa Senator Chuck Grassley. He says he has heard from whistleblowers who've claimed,
I got a lot of, look, I'm standing out here in Iowa and I got a piece of whistle, and if you hold a piece of whistle like that, it's not so much a whistleblower, but like a little kazoo. Yeah.
that there has been misbehavior happening in the
Yeah, what are these whistleblowers? Look, I'm a big fan of whistleblowers. We should protect whistleblowers when they come forward. If there's 14 of them, then it's a greater issue, and those people can file something together. If it's is it a murder of is it a gaggle of whistleblowers? How many fucking whistleblowers do you have to have?
Justice Department. He's even mentioned Thibault specifically. So obviously, with the fallout from this search and the continuing debate about what's happening inside the Justice Department.
Also, like, his name is Thibault. He's not Tim Thibault.
There just seems to be continued outrage, but also a lot of questions. Right. Steve Ainsley and Brian, back to you guys.
Right, so there was a pushback from Thibault's office, but we still don't have a good explanation of why he suddenly decided he needed to retire, do we?
A month ago.
Well, they're saying that he had fulfilled his duty and that this...
Steve throw in there a month ago.
This was simply the end of his term right there, right. But like you said, obviously they expect some sort of investigation to...
It was the... Oh, sorry. I'm too quiet and Fox was too loud. I see. Sorry. And I don't know why this drops back down. What's happening? There you go. That's that better? I turned it down a little bit because my spoon was annoying people. I'm Foleying. This is my ASMR. Almost done. And then I'll go do the show. Ready to go. Let's do this. I've been on TV. I've been on stream. Listen to me, TV. I'm on some people's TVs. I've been on stream, but for an hour, basically, and a little over since 9 a.m. So, here we are. I got, my soup made me all warm and it's all toasty. Give me a runny nose and making me sweat. It's good. It was chicken noodle soup. That is true. With, it is talk soup. Chicken noodle soup with 2 eggs in it. That's, I often will make broth for myself and crack 2 eggs in it. Kind of my own version of quick and dirty egg drop soup. With just, not really the spicy part of it and the flavor of it, but just dropping eggs in it. Boing. I'm not afraid. Okay, seriously. Let's get serious about having fun. What are they talking about?
Come out, and I know.
By the way, just listen to this real quick.
A month ago.
Listen to kill me like a guy just up and quits. Well, it was the end of his term a month ago.
Back to you guys.
Right, so there was a pushback from Thibault's office, but we still don't have a good explanation of why he suddenly decided he needed to retire, do we?
A month ago.
There is some shit going down at Fox and fucking Friends. People, my people, let me tell you what. This is... Ducey has got... I mean, there's something going on between these two, and Ainsley's right in the middle of it. It's like, oh, a month ago. Listen, and he's like, well, he did... It was the end of his term, but...
Well, they're saying that he had fulfilled his duty and that this was simply the end of his term right there.
Yeah. But, I mean, excuse me, sir, I have a question. I noticed you came into the restaurant, you sat down, you ordered food, you ate it, you chatted for a little while, you had a coffee, you paid. What's the hurry? Where are you going?
But like you said, obviously they expect some sort of investigation to come out.
Obviously.
And I know, like I said, Senator Grassley has been on top of this. So
I ran on top of it from the very beginning, and usually that's weird because I have a bottom.
I would imagine he's still going to have questions.
Absolutely. All right.
Farm animals, don't get gross.
Mark, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark.
I'm Steve Doocy.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you.